Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. Here today, we're going to be starting a brand new campaign series on the channel. We're going to be playing as the Vikings, a united Scandinavia under Ragnar Lothbrok and his sons. So first up, I want to make a deal with you. If this video can hit 300 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video of the Viking series. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. So let's get stuck right into the campaign. I'll put in the description below the mod as well if you'd like to download and play along with me. But welcome to the Age of Vikings. It's the 1st of January 1938, and in this alternative history, Ragnar Lothbrok and his, I guess it's his great-great-great-grandson, Ragnar Lothbrok, the 10th. Anyway, in this alternative history, the Vikings stayed united. We have the entirety of Norway, Sweden, Denmark. We've also got Jorvik in England. We've got Iceland and, of course, Greenland. Now, I've got a bit of a blueprint for this campaign. It kind of sucks that the House of Lothbrok is currently unaligned, because I think I'm going to go fascist. I think that's my ideology. We've got the Viking Society, Norse Union, and Valhalla with democracy. So we are using the Vikings mod, and we're just playing on the vanilla base game. We're not playing, of course, on Road to 56, which I wish. So basically what I want to plan for this series is to expand our Viking empire and basically control most of Europe. And yeah, we want to try and take out the Germans. I think that's necessary. Push down through here, maybe into the Soviet Union as well. Take out Kiev. The Vikings were down in the Ukraine quite a bit back in the day. Take out England as well. I definitely want to do that. And then we'll probably end the series with the Vikings taking the United States, as they were the first foreigners to arrive so many years before Christopher Columbus, of course. But this is based on the TV show as well, so it's just a little bit of fun. We'll go through the generals and whatnot. I'm hugely excited for the new season. All the Comic-Con trailers have just dropped. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get stuck straight into it. Boom! Straight into engineering, get things started. And then we want to go down to construction and production. I'm going to be doing some more Hearts of Iron videos on the channel, so stay tuned for that. I've been playing a lot of Total War recently, going back to sort of my roots. But I do know a lot of you enjoy Hearts of Iron on the channel, and it's such a good game. Even still now, I'm not sick of it or bored of it. I've just got so many more series I want to do. So let me know in the comment section down below what other series you would like to see. I think maybe playing as like Cuba or something. Maybe playing as a African, South American, or sort of North American country. Just something a little bit different, you know, instead of sort of the European-centric stuff. I really enjoyed this time period of World War II, 1936, of course, instead of modern day, but we can always go back for that. But I can't stress this enough. If you want to see more Hearts of Iron on the channel, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying Hearts of Iron 4, but just let me know in the comments, alternatively, what other strategy games you prefer me to let's play. Okay, so we're currently Ragnar here at the moment. Decisions-wise, there's not overly too much we can do. National focus-wise, it's just a vanilla tree. We want to go down political effort, and I think we want to go down fascism. Fascism is the best ideology for being aggressive in this game, in my opinion. Communism isn't too far behind, but I think strategically, communism can sometimes be better rather than fascism. So let's start up with political effort, and then we'll go down some of the industry sort of stuff now, shall we? Okay, diplomacy-wise, who actually kind of likes us? Who likes us the most? Afghanistan? The Viking-Afghanistan alliance. Who would have thought? That would have been hilarious. Trade-wise, we currently got 0 oil, 41 aluminium, 0 rubber, that's understandable, 62 tungsten, and 36 steel. That is huge. Where is most of my steel coming from? Sveden, by the look of it. Tungsten and chromium up in the north. Chromium 29. Production wise, let's get things rolling. Let's get the classic Viking weapon 1. Let's get some motorized stuff here as well. Anti-air we're not going to need just yet. Light tanks, that's fine. Fighters as well, we want to get a decent amount of them. As we are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minor factions, we're actually going to surprisingly have decent, decent resources to back up, because we're going to be able to have a pretty decent industry. Okay, right, Naval Dockyards wides. We have a, I do believe in this mod we do have a ship buff, so we definitely want to put that to our advantage. However, we've only got 16 ports, so let's get some more convoys in. Submarines are the bread and butter for this. We want to get a destroyer. We want to get a light cruiser. We want to get a heavy cruiser and a battleship. Probably that, and then we'll probably leave it at that. I don't think we want carriers, so we'll go 2, 2, 2, 2, and then we'll pump the rest into submarines where we can. Okay, logistics-wise, production and stuff as well. Let's get some Viking units in Copenhagen, in the Kattegat region. I kind of wish that was our capital, but yeah, it's just the sea that they generally refer to in the show and whatnot, isn't it? Okay. So, maybe I should change something. It's the descendants of Woden or something. I don't know. Right, we've got some cavalry here. I'm going to disband these because I don't like cavalry in Hearts of Iron 4. Simply because they're more of a policing unit to quell resistance. And I would much rather, especially earlier on, just disband them, get the inventory, and move into better sort of quality rifle units. I kind of wish... I just need to move my boom mic a bit here. There we go, that's a little bit more closing. Nice and close. Yeah, I kind of wish you could have sort of like an Australian sort of light horse unit, which would be quite effective upon the battlefield. That'd be quite cool, like a proper cavalry unit. But in this, they're not so much that. Okay, so where are my armies? So we've got a couple here in Denmark, and the rest in Norway. We'll swing those 7 divisions here. Look, I kind of want to keep here in Jorvik. However, I feel like we're going to go to war with Germany first more than anything. So let's move you out of here and move you here. So we actually have Hamburg, which is interesting. So what do we have in England? We have Leeds, Hull, and Newcastle. We have the Toon under our control. Okay, navy-wise as well, 7-7. So we got a. Okay, so we've got a navy in Iceland and a navy here near Copenhagen. Let's try and get everyone to rally up here, or rather here. Can we rally up my ships so we can? No. Okay, so let's get a army raring to go. So here are our custom generals. We have Fitzurk, Uber, Ivar the Boneless, Sigurd. Then we have Ragnar, of course, and we have Björn Ironside. Why is that bugged out? I'm not entirely sure. So we will allow the youngest, Uber, and it looks like he's got most of the stats. So Uber, the 20th. Great descendants. It just so happened that the same people in the TV show 900 years ago are back here now in this alternative history, right? Okay, so let's now move a commander, Ragnar, so he can be the field marshal. I'm okay with that. Okay, navy-wise, oh, we can get Ragnar, or we can get Floki. Floki Doki. Let's get Floki in. He can be our naval commander. That's going to go well. It's the 1st of January 1936. Currently got a little bit of political power, 65 stability, 50 war support. We have 188,000 Vikings in our conscription pool, 24 convoys, and some military factories. Look, it's probably not a bad idea to invest in some trade. I'm going to be going down the fascist ideology, and I essentially want to war with everyone and be my own faction at the end of the day. So, let's go with oil and see who's going to give me the most oil. The United States is quite up there, the Soviet Union, Venezuela, and Mexico. I reckon we're probably never going to invade Venezuela, so we're probably better off going down that route. Rubber as well, probably Brazil is our best bet, and potentially even Siam, and then we'll leave everything like that. We're gonna have to build more construction buildings as well. My reinforcements have arrived now, which is fan-bloody-tastic. Ragnar is sitting there with his son Uber, and we'll sit here. Right, let me know some of these renames. So this division, a little bit lopsided, could be a little bit better. Okay, we're slowly but surely pushing for our political effort. No template, 4 motorized and light tanks. that's fine for now. Once we get some army experience, we will. Okay, Air Force-wise, we've got an Air Force slowly but surely coming along. Let's have them down in the south here, in Hamburg. Yes! We've got to get some sort of form of aerial supremacy. Okay, so we've got some political effort here now. I essentially just want to try and rush the Germans. I think that's our best bet. Okay, I definitely want to try and keep the UK in check. That border is pretty built up. I'm just trying to think, because naturally, like, where could I expand? Finland, I feel like the Soviets might war deck me. We don't border anyone else here. We border Germany. We border the UK. We actually are incredibly close to Canada. We're going to be able to use Newfoundland to navally invade the Americas when we can, which is going to be fan-bloody-tastic. Let's push down to collective ethos now. Let's switch quickly over to a fascist demagogue so we can finally get fascism on the roll. Okay, Navy-wise, looks like they've been met up here in Kattegat. I'm going to go on search and destroy with Floki. And Floki can watch over the East North Sea, the Baltic Sea, and the Norwegian coast. So, if you can't really tell, this mod is a bit of a joke. It's a bit of fun. But, like I said, I'm incredibly excited for the new season of Vikings. I can't wait to see the revelations, the civil war going on, of course, and how Björn and Uber will resolve the crisis with Ivar the Boneless. Okay, so we're slowly moving along here. But a united Scandinavia is an interesting sort of proposition. I thought this mod just would be a little bit fun. There are other factions there are other mods where you can play as a united Scandinavia, maybe a little bit more realistic, but this one will do just fine. But let me know in the comments, guys, where would you like me to expand? Oh, I want to try and make sure, there we go, this is going to save me so much time if I can do this. I want to get everyone to rally up in that fleet. That's exactly what I want. Saves me, like, moving it about constantly. Okay, so we're currently sitting at 4% fascist. Once we get a little bit higher, we'll start going through the politics to cause a civil war and flip over to that fascist ideology quickly. Okay, we're slowly but surely trickling along now. We can go down nationalist focus, which will really help with our fascism ideology. We've got some spare research slots as well. We're going to switch over to mobile warfare doctrine. That's the one I prefer the most. I think that's the best from what I've found. Let me know in the comments. Some of you may agree or disagree. There's that whole like discrepancy between division width as well. Some people like... what is it exactly? I think it's 40 and 25 or so. I can't remember exactly, but there's a discrepancy. I usually go, I don't know what I usually do. I usually go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's essentially a 4x4. That's what I prefer to be the best. Okay, let's go down with artillery because soft attack is so crucial in this game. The amount of time you're fighting mass lines of squishy humans, vulnerable humans, you'd be surprised. Just absolutely obliterating them. Okay, things are slowly but surely coming along. We're currently sitting at 9.4. We're going to be able to... Perfect. We're going to be able to now prepare for civil war, expand civil support, and we need to ensure our loyalty. Get this fascism higher up as best we can. 1936, we've still got 3 more years before Poland and Germany go to war. Rightio then, guys. I think it's time now to launch a civil war between Ragnar and his sons, of course. 21st of January 1937. It's gonna be interesting to see who actually comes on my side compared to the House of Ludbrok. So I guess we could sort of roleplay that Ragnar's died at this point, and yeah, only time will tell the consequences. Ignite the civil war. So here we go, message from the Vikings. Our diplomatic status has changed, and they've gone with this interesting orange sort of colour. Okay, why is that? Oh, okay, the texture of theirs has changed. Or maybe it hasn't for us. Oh, okay. So, we are now currently 73% fascist. We've got Bob White Ragnarsson at the helm. But who's commanding my armies? Technically. Okay. So, we still have Ivar the Boneless, Fitzurk, Uber, and Sigurd. So, they're still going to be commanding, and it looks like Ragnar has come on our side. So, out of all my generals, who seems to be missing is Björn Ironside. Ragnar and his sons with Aslog, Ivar, Fitzurk, Sigurd, Uber. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Björn and Lagatha are against me. Okay, so we currently only got 6 divisions. So we're going to push down and rapidly take Hamburg as quickly as possible. That's first on our agenda. We do have an air force here. Not all of it, but a lot of it. We shall rapidly expand south to take Hamburg, the capital. Then we'll push back up and take our territory in the north. Oh, they seem to be pushing down here quite quickly. I'm going to have to fall someone back to hold Copenhagen, because it's going to be a nightmare if we lose that. There's a massive flank here, so push around to Hamburg. We've taken Hamburg. Come on, we can't afford to lose Copenhagen. Send Ivar in. Ivar the Boneless. I am Ivar the Boneless. Right, we'll send him in. Come on, hold Copenhagen, and he's got it. Let's take out the territory here in Hamburg. Let's surround and kill these divisions. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Or easy peasy. What do Vikings eat? Fish cake? I don't know. Anyway, let's push over here. We're holding in Copenhagen. We need to move over to Malmo. Oh, there's actually a unit here. That's fan-bloody-tastic. If we can get it off the coast, we'll be laughing. Is it stuck here? Why are you stuck there? Regardless, looks like Floki's still commanding our army. He might be able to do some damage. So Iceland and Greenland and Newfoundland have changed over. Okay, cool beans. There we go. Let's take Malmo now. And how can I get you on the mainland, sir? Because you're going to bugger us up if you're still stuck there. That's a pain. Right, regardless. Let's now create a front line and expand into Sweden and Gothenburg, Jarlborg's territory. Let's push north. Go with rapid attack. And basically just try and blitzkrieg north where we can. Go, gadgets. So it looks like we're actually engaging some of our rogue submarines. And defeat. Ooh, okay. 3 of our destroyers were sunk by submarines. We've still got a decent amount of submarines there. We just need Floki to keep it up, you know. Alright, come on. Let's push where we can. We need to take this out as quickly as possible. Push up to Stockholm with 1 unit at least. We just need to gobble up this territory as best as we can. Take the key territories and stuff. Okay, let's okay, we can swing back down to our military production. Let's continue on with our fascism doctrine. Out of curiosity, what are they at to capitulating? Oh, 24,000 died. 742. We just need to take a couple more key points. So you can take that, and then you can take this, and hopefully they will capitulate. And they have. So the Vikings took 13 states, 1,000 equipment has been sieged. So Ragnar and his sons have now officially flipped over to the Viking Society fascism ideology, but we're going to roleplay it as Ragnar is still in charge, of course. So now that we are currently fascist, we can war deck the Germany if we want, or in hindsight, maybe we're better off going after the UK. Because we can join Axis. They can help us flood troops into the UK and we can take it over. And then betray them and come back. Huh. Simpzy, you snaky, you snaky. I think that's what we're going to do. However, in saying that, it might be a lot more of a pricklier and difficult opposition than what you would might think. We will be at war with the Raj, Australia, the African and North African colonies. But I think we only have to destroy the UK, because they won't have more than 50 military factories. I'm going to consolidate. We're not quite ready just yet to be declaring any more wars. We need to consolidate, repair, and regather upon our reconquered territory. But we are now fascist, and we can war deck anyone we bloody well please. Whoa, what the hell? The German Reich declared war upon the Soviet Union? What the fuck? How and why was that possible? What? What? How? Yeah, holy shit. Oh, well, there goes that plan. I was going to get them to help me out. So they haven't even... I am playing on Chaos AI as well. So Germany just war-decked the Soviet Union. Wow, okay. That's crazy. This is 1937, 15th of May. Poland, nothing's happened to Poland just yet. But now they're at war and they're navally invading them. Huh. Maybe I'm better off to help take out the Soviet Union now then. That might be better in my interest. Because I have made it to the UK now. I don't have a big enough army to make too much of a difference. But you never know. Wow. The Soviet Union have navally invaded Danzig. Leadership purges. China and Japan go to war now. Everything's kicking off. 1937. Wow. I don't know if it's because Road to 56 isn't enabled and it truly is Chaos AI. Maybe it's somewhat hampered in the majority of my other series, but this is crazy. Well, looks like the Soviets have pipped them to the post in taking territory, the Nazis. Because Danzig is about to fall. The Germans are trying to navally invade by the look of it, but it's not going to happen to their avail. The flags keep on flickering as well. Because we technically are blank there, it keeps on switching between multiple factions that are in my lands. Out of curiosity... Stability, right. Yeah, who can we... yeah, I was looking at foreign territory within my own country. We could release Iceland if we want to, but I'm not going to, I don't think. Oh, here we go. The Spanish Civil War's now going on. Man, that war happened before the Spanish one. That's insane. Alright, still umming and ahhing whether or not to hit the UK. It's actually not giving me too bad odds. But by the look of it, it still might be a bit iffy. And I'm still not sure if I should go against the Reich. 106k lost. They're a little bit too capitulating. 94, 125k. Yeah, but they have Danzig. That's theirs. That's the Soviets. They're trying to navally invade, but they seem to be just throwing units at the Soviet Union. And now the Spanish Civil War has erupted. What a wacky sort of start to the series. Okay, guys, how you doing? 24th of February, 1938. So I don't think there's much overly I really can do. We don't... Like, looking... I was sitting in England for a time, but looking at that army, there's no way we're going to break that. And I quickly flicked over to Germany as well. In a similar boat, there's no way we can break that. So naturally, if we were to progress to attack anyone, it'd probably be Finland. But in doing so, then we're going to be right next to the Soviet Union. And they have a decent army up here as well. So, nothing really overly too much I can do. I'm going to sit pretty, sit tight. Still one more year before Poland or either France get attacked. But at the moment, yeah. Austria has now been Anschlutzt. I've got units coming. Slowly but surely. But yeah. Spanish Civil War is still going on. The German-Soviet War. 146 Germans have died to 233 Soviets. The Spanish Civil War is still going on. Does look like the fascists are going to win over the communists. And Japan and China are still at war. 232,000 Chinese against 121 Japanese. Domi arigato, Mr. Roboto. Munich Agreement has come through. There's no way I really could intervene upon this. Could I? Actually, probably could. No, I don't have 30 divisions. I think that's what you need to send expeditionaries. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. But we will have some fresh recruits coming. Slowly. 5 divisions we're going to be popping out. My logistics is looking a hell of a lot better than what it was. Rifles are coming through relatively okay as well. We have 1.6 million manpower in Scandinavia. Swing these boys... Oh, we got 4 now. Swing these boys over to the front line. I doubt things are going to change. Yeah, because look at these borders. There's not really too much we can do. Just sort of sit pretty. We've got pretty decent air support. We've got decent navy. We just need an army. Because we're only just back up on par from that civil war. Nothing seems to be changing in the grand scheme of things in Europe. Except for down here in Spain. Danzig, they haven't flipped over from their position. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Poland after all this. Oh, here we go. The fate of Czechoslovakia. The France and British alliance announced. Shit, so France joined the Allies. Well, okay. Nothing really has changed overly too much. Still waiting for my divisions to come through. And I'm still kind of in 2 minds. Oh, they've left it open there, though. Maybe they've all come to the French border now. Now, that would be interesting. Now that they have military access, they think the British mainland is impregnable. Looks like my other plan of hitting the Britons first might be back upon the cards. Hey, whoa, okay. So Poland has joined Comintern, the German Reich has declared war upon Poland, and World War II begins. 18th of November, 1938. So a full year before it historically happened. Wow, okay. The commies and the fascists are at each other's throat. Oh, I'm tying up some units here, but I could completely bamboozle them from behind. Because this is an active war zone now, essentially, Denmark, I might be more sort of tempted to stay. 3 more units here on the border. Let's just wait. We're in no rush. I want to see how this war goes. Yeah, they've joined the Comintern. And they've already got, like, Danzig. What's this? Has Germany just, like, screwed themselves? Oh, wow! What? How are the Allies at war with Germany? Germany and Slovakia. So Poland joined Comintern, Soviet Union in their war, but now the Germans are at war with the British. Oh, that's insane. United Kingdom and France to knock them out. So even if I did take the UK, I'd have to take... I would have to take France out. Look, I think I'm best to sort of sit pretty here. If I have a chance to push over the border I will take it. But it looks like... yeah. It looks like this is 13% in favour of the defender. Which is... them. They are the defender. Wow. 350... oh, no ally lives have died just yet. 207k Germans. Man, Hitler's absolutely fucked himself in this one. If they push over the Maginot, it's pretty much inevitable. I'm waiting now, personally, for this to be eased up. So then I can push over and take Berlin. If I can take the top half of Germany, we're going to be laughing. But, I don't know, we're probably not going to get a better opportunity than this, really. Look, guys, at the end of the day, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. If you're American, my American cousins, you gotta risk it for the brisket. We're gonna declare war upon Germany. They're getting smashed upon the Eastern Front. And it looks like there's been minor skirmishes over the Maginot Line. I think it's time to invite the pressure upon Germany. War has been declared. We're going to push over where we can. Spain, Republican joint Comintern. Let's war deck now. Excellent stuff. We'll push over the border where we can. We need to take Berlin so we can get bragging rights. Italy's now joined Axis and same with National Spain. That's switched things over a bit. It was at... right, things are going to combine to the North-German war. That's hilarious. So for us... right, okay, right. So where are we? We've been lumped in on our own, basically. So to capitulate Germany, we only need to get rid of Germany, even at the end of the day. Okay, so we've got some negotiations here with the British. They want to be able to move troops through our territory. I'm more than happy to accept that. They want me to join the Allies. Are you kidding me? I didn't think... why would they invite a fascist? The fuck? I wasn't expecting that. And we're never going to have this opportunity again. Because we're going to be able to help push the communists as well. Yeah. I'm going to accept that. Neville Chamberlain, secret fascist. Let's accept that. The Vikings join the Allies. So we're technically in the Allies. That's fucking insane. People always ask me to go with the Allies. Well, we're in the Allies now, but I'm a secret bloody fascist. That is crack up. Right, anyway, the Vikings are going to storm Berlin. And they want me to go to war with the Soviets. I think. I'm already in your war base. Enemies. Yeah, we'll accept that. And we'll accept that. Because that's going to make things a little bit more tidier, I think. Man, oh man. Starting this series, I would not have thought that Germany would be at war with the Soviets before 1938. We would be storming Berlin with Allied forces. Lend-Lease, I'm going to accept that. Non-aggression, I'm not going to accept that. We need to take Berlin. That is our prerogative. Yeah, push like that. Unfucking believable. Come on. We want to try and swing around a bit where we can. Field hospital's done. We're rocketing up now with our... shit. With our army score. What's Germany at to capitulating now? Still only at a 84 percentile. France has now deployed troops in the north in Rostock. Okay, let's go down with some of these stuff. We need more bonuses. Yeah. Rifles wise, we're good. Let's go with 10 there. Let's go with 10 here as well. It's interesting how like things just snowball, because then you can just go boom, 10. We're gaining so many military factories. Oh, we can get modern tanks now? Good. We've still got a bunch of light tanks, though. That's the thing, isn't it? Okay, let's try and continue things up. Looks like it has flipped a little bit, though, because we've really extended ourselves. Perfect! We've got that extra research slot coming along. About bloody time. If we can take Berlin, we'll have the bragging rights. I reckon it's going to be... I was thinking like, oh wow, we're going to have like a three-pronged Germany already. We're going to have the north under the Viking regime. We're going to have the west under the Allied regime, and maybe east with Comintern. But we might be going to war with Comintern a lot more, probably earlier than what you guys would think. But let's now push for Berlin. Uber! No! In the bringing of battle to successfully conclude, General Uber put himself for too much of a risk. Unfortunate. He's wounded for 90 days. No! Well, we've got plenty of sons, so let's send in Ivar. Ivar the Boneless. Hopefully he doesn't have too many sort of debuffs, you know, while being a fucking cripple. Berlin's about to be taken by 10 Vikings. We've been cut off here, so we need to secure the retreat. Shit. There we go. We got it. We need to take Berlin. Pressurize. Keep these guys off our back. We need Berlin. Once we have it, we'll be laughing. Like, try and swing around it. Yes, we want. We just need to hit it from a couple of prongs. Soviets are storming over the Alps. France are trying to get through where Monaco and Marseille. Man, this has sort of just come out of nowhere. This full-flung war, hasn't it? Try and push for Berlin. That's what we want. We want to try and push for Berlin. We need it. It's imperative. Because if we've taken Berlin, we have the bragging rights. To the north. But maybe I'm trying too hard. Maybe I should ease off a bit. Because it's really fucking hard. We've got a couple of spare divisions here we can throw up. We'll let Fitzurk come and allow his expertise to take Berlin. But the Germans are holding. You got to give it to them. Slovakia still there. 9% in favour of the aggressors. Really? 30k. That's a bit deceiving. Soviets have lost 67. Germany, yeah. It's just that capital. It's the capital. That seems to be holding on. We've got plenty of army score now, so I can edit some of my divisions, which is awesome. They already were quite thick with 2Cs, if you will. Logistics is fine. So these are big boy units now. 52. We probably could get some tanks on our way, I reckon. Get those mediums in. We actually have... I might as well just go with the mediums. I was going to say we probably got a decent amount of light. How many light tanks do we have? 328. Okay. So, it still might not be a bad idea to drop at least sort of one lot there, and we'll sort of start fizzling them out. Maintenance... recon over entrenchment, I reckon. And we'll slowly get these Viking tanks in. What did the Vikings call tanks? Or cavalry? I don't know. Scrollmobile. Okay, guys, we've decided to slow things down a wee bit. That's my Scottish ancestry coming out of me. Fuck me. Right, so we've got divisions preparing now. So we've got like a minus 50 some buffs. Poland and the communist forces have pushed over. They haven't taken as much as what you would think, but we've taken Hanover, Magdeburg, Bremen. There's a pretty good football team called Werder Bremen. Rostock, and we're on the footsteps of Berlin. Okay, we might wait for the Allied forces to push over the Maginot, but it's a lot more difficult than what you'd think. So we've lost 1 million lives. We've only lost 32k. It's mostly Comintern who have lost the most. To win this war now, it's changed. Italy now needs to be taken out. What a hell of a first episode. The thing is, right, really, this could have gone either way. There were so many flashpoints, if you will. We could have gone to war with the UK. We could have joined the Germans against the Soviets. But, oh! Are they retarded? What the fuck is this? Tactical naivety. Oh, huzzah! The Vikings have taken Berlin. I wonder if there's a really cool Photoshop of that, like, you know, the classic Soviet photo of them holding the Soviet Union flag. Maybe we should do a Viking one. Do that. Someone do that on the Discord. I highly recommend my Discord if you want to go check that out, along with also my social media links in the description below. So, we're going to try and pressurize the ground we've taken now. We've just lost Magdeburg, so now that we have Berlin, I think we should hold. Oh, in saying that... Oh, okay. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe we'll just sort of just hold what we get, or try and retake Magdeburg here at least. But we can't, we're bordering them now, so we're going to have to tweak ourselves slightly. I feel like half the time in Hearts of Iron 4, well, not half the time, some of the time in Hearts of Iron 4, it can get annoying that you're essentially just using MS Paint. Just redrawing squaggly little fucking lines just to try to take territory. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. But I enjoy it. Hearts of Iron 4 came out of really nowhere for me when it was announced. Let's get some... I didn't see myself playing it this much, but I thoroughly enjoy it. Right, how well are we doing here, guys? What's going on? What haven't we got? There must be some glaring construction or engineering problem that we haven't got. I want to try and retake Magdeburg, but they seem to be holding it quite competently. Yeah, they're still trying to hold that northern bit. Do the Poles want military access? And do the Soviets want military access? Access! Access? No! I want military access. Ah. Good. Skål! Nothing overly is still going on now. It looks like we're just tying up most of the units in the north, which I'm more than happy to do. If this allows Poland to sort of sweep in from the south, I'm more than happy to do so. I'm not going to sacrifice my position. At the moment, we're currently... How are we sitting? 1 million men have nearly died there. How many... Yeah, mine's only like 50k or so, isn't it? It's not high at all. Only 51k. The highest... Oh, yeah, the highest of the Allies. France was 104.50. So by the look of it, I will be using a player-led peace conference for this. But I reckon I'm going to divvy things up like... North will get... East will be Allies and West... Sorry, East will be the communist regimes. And then the West will get that, and I'll have the northern bit. I do plan to create my own Viking empire to make Bob White Ragnarsson proud. Oh, there's been some serious encirclement here. So let's try and do that then. Yeah, look at that. The Poles have just cut them from behind. And there's no way they're going to escape. Surround them. Bring them down. Bring them down. Yes. I would love to give you military access, Poland. But it doesn't seem likely. Italy pursues closer bonds with Germany. How does warfare in a battle not bring closer tides? Don't know. We want to try and surround and kill as many of these guys as possible, and we're going to. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? I don't know. Anyway, we're coming close. Yeah, we've got them here. We've got them on the back foot. They ain't coming back from this. She's all over Red Rover. We're about to kill thousands upon thousands of Germans. Come on. Come on. It's 1939, and World War II is in full effect. Oh, what was that? Oh, Japan. Domi arigato, Mr. Roboto. Whoa, okay, so we've got a couple of... Okay, the Great East Asian Cooperation Sphere has come up again. And the Chinese United Front has splintered in some factions, okay. Oh, they've actually lopsided it. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that. Right, we're going to have to rejig some stuff massively. Alrighty, we're really pressurising them now. The French still struggle to push over the Maginot. Italy as well. Oh, still getting navally invaded somewhat. Just need to have a quick sip of water. Yeah, Vienna, Prague's now theirs. We can try and push over. Help them out, sort of pressurise from the north. Might be able to encircle somewhat. We're currently fighting in Polish-occupied lands. But yeah, I still think, just by the look of it, Allies have lost 250k. The Soviets lost a hell of a lot before we even got in it. An Allied Communist Alliance between the Allies, the Comintern, and me, an entente, if you will, has now taken out Germany. Yeah, I reckon we'll take the northern half, east, west, and then the south will... Who should the south go to? Austria? Maybe. They got Anschlussed incredibly early on in the war. Maybe it'd only be right to bring them back. Maybe a Bohemia Empire. I don't know. Haven't thought of it exactly. Okay, we've got some unassigned divisions here. Only just the one, nothing major. Cologne is going to be ours now. Yeah, we've got them. They're gone. How are they still in? That's what I want to know. Regardless, after this, we've still got to verse Italy. We're going to push down and get rid of them. Maybe we can try and take Munich. Argentina. Whoa, okay. Why did Italy terminate? Why did Argentina terminate that? That's odd. I think I've ever seen that before. Mexico, give me oil cacao. Hopefully. Right. I don't know what it is. I guess it's Munich. Man, if we can take Munich. Yep, German Reich has capitulated. We've managed to gain 1.3k Karabiner 98k rifles, 1.6 other sort of slosh. Okay, let's reform in the north. I wonder if Uber is now back. Yeah, Uber's back. I still want Ivar to come back. Level 5 now. Ivar the Boneless can help us out here. So you can push all the way down. Uber. Ivar, you can swing around and round up all those scallywags. Right, let's form more guys down. National focus wise, I might sort of want to read some of this. Okay, 22nd of September 1939. We're absolutely just trying to haul ass to the northern Italian border. We can't operate here. We've got 300 fighters. Let's send them to France, and then let's get them fighting over the Alpine region. But we should just, like, tumble down the cliffs, essentially. Look at this. We need to get, like, as much of this territory. We might even have a claim to Italy, because we're doing most of the work here. Look at this. The Viking Scourge is going to take Venice. What else do we get to divvy up in this war? Spain and Italy. Well, maybe I can negotiate with Comintern to give them more Spain or something. I'm not entirely sure. But I'll try and split it evenly 3 ways. But Italy could be mine. I've done the most work here. I reckon I've done the most work out of everyone here. To be fair, Poland like pushed over and took the bottom bit here. You got to give that to them. But like if I, it's only because of teamwork. Really, honestly, because I allowed them. Like I couldn't push over the border. It'd be better for me just to hold. Wow, we're about Ivar's just carving them up in the mountain ranges. The Vikings are gonna sack Rome. We need someone to take Rome. We need to take the Vatican City. Ivar's just like, I got a plan. Back again. The Vikings trying to get rid of the Pope. The Vikings have now taken Rome. We have like the best claim to Italy now. That's insane. Things have just snowballed in this series. And that's it. She's all over Red Rover. She's about to be G in a minute. The Brutii in the boot are about to be taken. That's it. Italy has capitulated. The Treaty of Bratislava has now come. So, we need to now divvy up Germany, Italy, and their African territories, and Slovakia. I'm going to try my best. I felt like I took Italy then. That was all me. I deserve that. However, I've got to help out the Allied forces who did push over the Maginot Line, and the Comintern. Okay, I'm going to keep on passing, of course, till I get enough war score to divvy it up to everyone and give score to people. Right, okay, cool. We're ready to go. So, I was just sort of having a bit of a think. I could probably give, like, you'd think it'd be like north, east, east. I think we'll probably make a narrow corridor for myself through Italy, because I want Italy. That's mine. I did most of the work for that. However, I've got to give some territory to the Allies and the Communist Soviets. I'm going to try my best, but as the player, there is a tendency to take more than, you know what I mean? To take more than what is really probably fair. That's a rough estimate. I think I should give Danzig to Poland, which is in turn giving it to the Communists. I think that's our best bet. So let's do that. Or should I be giving it to the Soviet Union? That's what I should be thinking now. I'm just trying to think, am I better off to give it to Poland? Because they can actually go through there and they border there. Or should I give it to the Soviets? But then they have to like send guys over. I think it's better off going to Poland because technically I'm helping out Comintern, really. Because they're essentially puppets of them. Okay, so Poland's taken that. Let's go to me now. Let's try and take, try and get a corridor if we can to Italy. Now, how unfair is that? Bohemia could go to them. That's not too bad for the Allies. I think that's pretty fair. And then I could have this sliver in the middle. But is Bohemia too much? It's just that. That's fuck off territory. Bohemia. I kind of want it, but I got to give them a fair piece of the pie. I think I might take Pomerania, and then I'll give them this. But they can't... God, that's a pain there. Because then they can't technically go through here because of that fucked thing. I might do that then. Even though they're a lot close, they're really close there. But that's too much, isn't it? That's probably not too bad. Yeah, I'll give that to myself. I'll give the rest to Poland. So that's mine now. I will give the rest to... How's this going to work? Give the north to the UK and the bottom to France. I think that's our best bet. UK can get their ancestral homelands of Saxony. So we'll leave that there for the front. Or should I give... there's 2 for the front. I probably should divide like that. So UK, France, perfect. There we go. And the rest should go to Poland. Or yeah, I can't bring back like a West German. Or should I give it to Poland or should I give it to Soviets? Soviets, I think. I think the Soviets. Because I just remembered that. I probably should give Slovakia to Poland. No, I'll give it to Comintern. That's Union. So Soviet Union can have that. Perfect. So that's basically what I was sort of pitching. Border galore. Right, I'm going to take the entirety of the probably not Permont there. I want to take pretty much the entirety of the Italian peninsula. I have no sort of, yeah, who could I give that to? I could give some of these African territories like to the UK and stuff. Give them France, Pomerania. I can't really give this to anyone else, so I might as well take it for myself. Boom, that's mine. France, we'll give this to France and Sardinia. Should I give that to France, actually? I might give it to France instead, this. Yep, and we've got the Horn of Africa. We'll give this to the UK. Boom. Okay, what is now left? Maybe there's an island or 2 somewhere. Where am I missing? Docasano. I don't even know where that is. I guess I'll just take it for myself. But that's it. There's the peace conference. Let's end it. Peace conference calculating, and this is how the world is shaped up. Comintern took 12. Vikings took 24. Poland to France 6, 13. So 21 for the Allies. 14 with the Comintern. So I've got this sort of sliver middle thing in the middle. Soviet Union there as war. Well, let's cancel military access packs. Yeah, I was inclined to give Poland this, but then I remembered, look at this, they're not aligned technically, so they could still leave and join allies at any moment, which they do tend to do. But unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the first episode of the Viking series here today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've had a blast enjoying this. We've destroyed the Axis within episode 1. Nationalist Spain are still at war there. How big is Nationalist Spain? Oh wow, they're actually quite big. Huh. Might be worth going to war with them. But regardless, guys, for this series, like I said, I really want to take out the UK. We want to take and expand Jorvik. And then eventually ending the series invading the United States. But in what order? I don't mind. We probably could go down into some of these eastern countries here. Maybe down into Spain as well. Should the Vikings have a Chinese expedition? Maybe, if you'd like to see something like that. But Ragnar Lothbrok and his sons, Uber, Sigurd, Ivar, Fitzurk, have taken Italy and Germany. Björn Ironside lies dead in the ditch for betraying his father. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.